we left off, we had gotten to this place where we had gone into this cave. We had, let's see, we fought Landragosa Kainrath and Furlemondath, and we killed them. We inspected the altar with this 5 heads of dragons coming out, and uh, we opted out to go into like a little small room that had like a little couple steps going down within this cave, and in that room we saw two what looked like 4 foot-ish 4 foot-ish uh circular oval things that we mentioned were dragon eggs last time. And so we had that picture of the dragon eggs that are right here. um and with that, I'm going to go back to the map of where we were. And hopefully it loads pretty quickly.
Yep, it's there.
So, as just a
Sweet.
rough estimate, when you're able, can you draw maybe about how big these dragon
Yes.
eggs are?
Yeah, well, we're gonna put one here, and then one right here.
I only ask because the last session Crom was like, "Oh yeah, there's 100 pounds each. Like I'll have one in each arm," and I, for one, think that raising a baby dragon from egg to full would be an amazing opportunity for us all.
I think it's an excellent goal.
Yes, they are, if I'm not mistaken, about 150 pounds each.
Yeah.
So
I can carry them all, no problem.
But how big are they? Like, are
I'm
they
double
five-
checking.
Bag of holding doesn't matter.
So the problem with the bag of holding is that these things are about, I found it, they're 150 pounds each. They're about 4 foot high-ish, like at a 4 foot high, and the bag of holding is only a 2 foot wide opening. So they are not going to fit in the bag of holding per se.
It's
But
a different spell.
no, I think none of us did any kind of wizards or anything. So
Damn it. Rome,
there are
the magnificent
too many
wizard.
things to keep up. Definitely too many things to keep up for me, but
Yes. I guess I would have to take that spell enlarge and reduce, right?
yeah.
That'd be
And then I
really
would have
handy
to
now
cast,
that you have the bag of holding.
yeah, cast reduce, put it in the bag of holding, and then it grows whatever.
Yep.
Yep. Does anybody have any experience with like dragon eggs?
We could find someone. It's worth it.
Oh yeah.
So here's
You can
here's
find.
my thought, right? So
Mhm.
chickens are the descendants of T-Rex, and T-Rex might be one of the closest descendants if there ever were dragons. So,
Mm.
you know, by 2 degrees of separation, we do have something.
True.
It's the best I have on short notice,
You'd
gentlemen.
make Kevin Bacon proud.
I appreciate that, man.
I just think, this being a dragon, it's a really good opportunity. It's not like it's the most exciting of the titular names of the game we're playing. Like, if we find some dungeon eggs, that's not even a thing.
Well, we know we can't just leave them here unattended, right? We got to do something.
We
Like,
either take them or
smash
destroy them. Yeah.
Yeah, it's either take them or destroy them. I really feel like it's one of the two, right? And I feel like take them sounds really awesome.
But destroy them sounds infinitely more feasible.
It sounds easier and it sounds more tasty.
We might be able to take one with us. Come on now.
But how? I mean, there's an entire cultist camp, and I guarantee if we walk out with a dragon egg, they're not going to be like, "Hey, what are you guys doing?" "Oh yeah, just taking the dragon egg, you know."
Well, think of it this way: they may not touch us because we do have a dragon egg.
Yeah, touch us and I'll break it.
Exactly.
And then it'll be like, "Ooh."
I don't know.
I mean, we're dealing with dragon eggs, so whoever laid these eggs not gonna be happy with this. So we're gonna have something to bargain with or deter with.
So the
Mm.
best I can think of, if we're gonna take them, is to make some type of pallet, and to pad it, we can use like the clothing off these, all these deadgum creatures we've killed to pad the bottom
Yeah,
of it.
and there's furniture that we could use to
Try to build something.
make something. Yeah.
Okay, hear me out
And
really quick.
okay, let me hear you.
We have the ornate splint armor from Landragosa and a dwarf who can sit on top of this egg, pretending to be Landragosa with maybe a minor illusion. We wrap the egg in his armor, put some wheels on the base, just walk out of here.
I mean, I'm not opposed. I'm gonna hear you out. I wonder if minor illusion is good enough to do that for me, because I would love to.
All I'm saying is 3 dwarfs and a trench coat plan is back on the menu.
Let's see.
Um,
So with minor illusion, I can create an image that fits in a 5-foot cube, but I can't alter my physical appearance.
Well, I say we investigate this room before we start planning our great escape with an egg, because
Because maybe there's a
I
dragon that laid these
I
eggs.
can't see everything.
Okay, that sounds like a good idea. So I don't mind plodding forward
Yeah,
and being, the test dummy.
I'm gonna move forward cautiously, and while I'm at it,
yes,
I'll
I'm getting
be
there. All right.
doing like perception, slow, try to make see if I can see anything.
Which area are you looking? Are you looking like down this area where I just pinged, or are you looking into here? Like, are you looking down into the cave where the eggs are, or farther to the
Yeah,
left, like your left?
Yeah, I'm kind of just scanning the whole area while I'm slowly walking down the stairs or ramp or whatever that is.
Oh yeah,
Trying to
go
see
ahead
if
and
I
roll
can
perception for me.
hear
Yeah,
hear something.
absolutely. Go ahead and roll perception.
Right. It was almost perfect.
So close. Yeah. So from where
Well,
you
17,
are,
not bad.
right. Now, from where you are, you can see nothing out of the ordinary that you can't see right now. Like, you see the light is very dim, it's very dark. You see these 2 eggs, you see 4 pillars. There's a little bit of a fog coming out, coming, like, creeping up in here, that you don't know if it's uh like, this area feels a little more humid, but you don't know where this fog is necessarily coming from. It just kind of like an eerie tint to it. It's about 2 feet high, gets about shin level.
Gotcha.
2 feet high, shin level. Yeah, that sounds about right. But you don't notice anything crazy. There are no traps in here. There's nothing that you can tell.
Well, it looks like my dark vision allows me to see all the way to the wall. So, in character to my left. So I got the dragon eggs in front of me. It looks like I can see the wall to the left, but I can't really see much to the right because of where the pillar is.
Craig can move up.
All right, so I'm gonna move up really slowly too, just like Crom is. I'm gonna
Okay.
be scanning the ceiling and the floor, and I'm specifically looking for traps and secret doors.
Okay. Go ahead and roll perception.
Sure, man. Come on.
No worries.
Really quick, did you have the QL stuff in, or did we take it out for now?
I have it set up. I have a. It's doing some Okay. Cool. Yeah, no, we have it set up for now.
Okay.
I think. My browser was being dumb though, so let me refresh that. Yeah, so with your thing, you can't like you haven't seen any traps. Now what you are seeing around the floor and like through this fog as it moves and kind of like undulates to the ground, um you can see here and there you can sometimes see like bones that have been left over here. Some of them have a little bit of flesh, some of them don't. Grog, you're also seeing this as you're walking in here. There's a little dried up blood. Some of them are like streaks, like something got scratched and it just splattered blood on the ground. There's, like I said, different kinds of bones of different animals, a couple of skulls that look for humanoids, as if something in here has made its food.
Can we see the ceiling in this area?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Are they? You can see it. How far is your dark vision? I think that's really
It's 60 feet.
60 feet. Yeah, you can see the ceiling with your dark vision.
Okay. Well, like I said, I'm just looking everywhere. It's up, down, left, right, just cautiously moving, trying to see if I can spot something that's like hidden or whatnot.
Right. So from where you are, you cannot see anything. You're too bumpy. Like neither one of y'all can see necessarily um a what's the word I'm looking for? Like any traps, anything like that, aside from what I've already described.
Great.
When you move to about right there, Chrome, with your perception, you see off to out of these eggs, right? They're there, and you can tell that they're being. So you have the egg, and it looks like there's an otherworldly or a magical type of fire underneath it to keep it warm at a whatever temperature it requires to be. Uh, but it gives off a small hint of of light. From where you are, you observe that type of hint, Crom, from uh, about right here.
Gotcha.
So I don't think we'd be able to take these then, because we don't have a perpetual fire source, right?
So I'll whisper back to the group is like, hey, I see some type of light source to my left, kind of behind the pillar. Uh, yeah, to my frontish left.
Well, that source is coming from under their eggs, is it not? Or did I misunderstand?
It's a similar source that as the one that is under the X, yes. But you
Okay.
don't see it from where you are.
Yeah, gotcha.
Because the circles are the eggs, right?
Yes.
So what I saw is not associated with the eggs.
Right. Wait, sorry. So the full-on circles are the eggs that you can see. Behind that pillar, you see a little glow. You can't see an egg, but you do see a similar glow
Right.
as the glow that is behind the eggs. Yes. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
wanted to double. Cool. Awesome. Sorry. I know I wanted to say it like I said it a third time, but I was making sure we all got it.
Yep, we're good.
Also, really
Mhm.
quick, Matt,
Sweet.
did you just roll?
I just did, yeah.
Okay. I saw the roll, and I don't see it on the chat, and that's why I was asking.
Okay, so I'm going to move to my left. Try to get a better view of that light source behind that pillar that is now in front of me.
Yeah, you see another egg about right there.
Okay. So I whisper to the group, there's another egg behind this pillar in front of me.
Should we
Okay,
start asset denial?
Asset denial.
Yeah, destroying the eggs.
Let's see if we get a better view of what's in this room before we start destroying things, because whenever we do, it all, I just got a feeling all hell's gonna break loose.
Bumpy, with your perception, you cannot see it, but you can feel air coming from where you are.
Okay.
And I'm not talking about like near you, just in that general area. There's a flow of air. You didn't roll high enough for me to give you more details of that, but you can
Okay.
feel a flow of air.
So is it directional or does it feel like it's swirling?
It seems like it's coming in this. Let me draw. I was saying coming in this way, and you can't see anything. uh,
Bumpy, did you
yeah.
just stick your
So
finger in your mouth and do the whole, check the direction of the wind thing?
it comes around that way on that arrow that I put. It's not
Okay.
strong. It's not nothing. It's just there.
Okay. Well, I'm not super hard or anything, but I'm gonna take the butt of my axe and start working my way down this wall and just tapping it a little bit, see if I can find a loose spot.
Uh, cool. Do you want to see if you can so you have two choices. You can either investigate to see if there's like a secret entrance, which you already said you were looking for, or do you want to do like a perception where you can tell more about where this gust of air is coming from?
What would be the difference between those two rolls?
So the investigation, if you're like, it'll be specific to that area and you're looking for like trap or for that wall. With the perception, it will. How do I want to explain it without giving it away. Sorry, I'm
The
trying to think about it.
I think what you're trying to say is perception gives you a better idea of where the air is coming from,
Yeah,
as opposed to you're investigating a specific area for like a trap door or a hidden door or anything like that.
yes, thank
Okay.
you. So that's exactly what I mean. So you can either do a more broad search to see if you can gauge where that air is coming from, so you have a better idea, or you can just like pick a spot, like a couple of spots on the wall, and search those areas. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I think that more specific area where that arrow's coming from, I'll do an investigation check. How about that?
Sounds great.
Awesome.
So I wrote investigations because I'm a
20 more.
19. Okay. Bumpy, with like, you start tapping your axe and you're making your way down and just kind of like, not, it's not super loud. The noise is not carrying, but as you're hitting, everything seems solid. As you're
Okay.
hitting, or like you're hitting that area. Chrome, you rolled investigation. What was your investigation for?
So as I advance up a couple spots, I'm just looking for like any signs of recent activity, kind of looking closer at the bones and the blood to see if it's, fresh, like or old, or anything to kind of give me a clue as to what's gone on in this area.
Okay. As you get to that spot, so you're looking around, and then the fog is kind of like moving and everything, and you can feel the humidity on this. And as you get closer and closer to that back egg, uh, you start hearing kind of like almost a whisper in your mind, but you know it's not in your mind. It just seems to be, and all you hear is like food, food. That's what you hear.
Wait, my mic wasn't on. How's he hearing that? Sorry.
But-
Okay, I'm done.
Could you repeat that again?
Oh, I got frozen. What did you say?
I was just saying that my mic wasn't on. How's he hearing that? But
Oh, that's funny.
sorry. Go ahead, please.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I whisper back and say I hear or feel something in my mind that's saying food, so be very alert.
Yeah. And I'll the lowest I can speak with him, be able to hear, be like, there's a wind coming from this area of the wall, like a little breeze or something.
When he says that, I'll go over to Bumpy and like investigate that area with him.
Same question that I asked Bumpy. Do you do investigate or perception?
I think so. Over the table, I would do the opposite of whatever he did, but I don't know. You know that I would. I don't know as a character that I would know which one. So this is just a player choose the best one that I have stats for kind of thing.
This is what would Acer look for? Like, are you looking for a specific spot because you have an idea, or are you wanting to get a more of a? Because you know, like there's an air, but you don't know anything else, where it's coming or where you're feeling, like where it's coming, right? Like you haven't done a perception in this room yet.
Yeah. So that's what I would do now. After he's said that there's an air there, I would try to perceive where that's coming from.
Okay. Go for it.
Almost rolled a persuasion, which is not a perception.
Persuade the GM to
Right. Let us take these eggs.
let us take the eggs. Yeah. Okay. So, as you're coming around and closer, Bumpy, or you go down after Bumpy says these things, and now you're experiencing this. You step on a couple of bones and break them. You step a little bit on the dried blood and everything because it's really hard to avoid, especially when you get to this area. And because Bumpy had already told you about the air, you start kind of sitting down and like feeling it. And as you start feeling this air, you start looking up, 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 and along the side of this cave, like near the roof, like there seems to be a kind of like a covered up area where like the air is coming from, but it's covered on the outsides, from the outside. So it's not very well hidden, but it's on the side of the mountain, and it just drops into like if you were to come in through this area, it kind of drops into here a little bit.
So this is somewhat like a trash chute or just an air duct, do I think? Like how big is it? How wide?
It looks pretty big. It looks pretty freaking big.
Like big enough that a dragon could
we're
come
talking
through?
Like the dragon that attacked Greenest could totally fit through that. Yeah. No, they may have to like not wings out, right? Like I'm not talking about like this is a huge like this thing is like doing full on wingspan and it's just coming into the cave all good. Like he may have to like pull those wings and kind of like squeeze in, but that dragon could totally make it into here.
I will point that out to the group.
And it's just like up at the but it's kind of like up at the top.
And what I'll say is, you know, we probably need to get out of here because in that last room we felt something magical and Bumpy identified that the 5-headed dragon statue was like watching us, and that up there is a perfect hole for a dragon to come in and kill us all in this enclosed space.
Do we want to lay a drop?
And Chrome, at this moment, as like all of that gets said, you hear it a little bit more forceful this time. If food, and Bumpy, you cannot make out the words, but you hear like a like a whisper kind of thing coming your way. Same thing for you, Acer. Like the sound is carried a little bit more, and so you can tell there's something there.
This is like
That's
a
kinda where we're at.
hearing in our ears or a hearing in our head.
At first, Chrome, with all like the things that Chrome was looking into and looking through, it looked like the sound came from his head, just because it literally came from nowhere. Now you can tell that it's an external source. From can tell, and you too can tell that there's something in this room, but not like you haven't heard the distinctive voice yet.
So I know for sure that there's something in this room that's not encompassed in an egg.
You heard like like when people like whisper across a room and you can kind of hear it. That's kind of what you hear, but you're not making out words or anything. You're too far away for you to know the exact like sounds being made. If that makes sense.
I'm gonna hide behind this pillar here that's in front of me.
Okay.
All right. So this area outlined in front of me, that's a trench, correct?
No, it's so that hole. So you pointed out the where the air was coming from, right? Or like you pointed out the air, and then Acer got to see the hole. It's kind of like on the roof of this cave, and there's like a little opening that looks covered up. You don't know with what. It doesn't let light come through or anything. The air can filter through, but if you dropped something onto that area, it would drop kind of like where this drawing is.
Oh, okay. So it would slope down a little bit.
Yeah, it's like if you went up the wall of the cave and then like something dropped in there, it would drop about right there.
Okay.
It's almost like if a dragon came back to check on its nest, that's probably where it would land immediately.
Gotcha.
Bumpy, you're really close. Get out of there.
Yeah, man, I gotta pull aggro somehow, man.
Your stink shouldn't do that already?
But no, because y'all are faster. Y'all usually end up getting beat up before I can even catch up with you. And then I have to
Man,
give you all my healing potions.
I'm so angry that that's true.
All
I
right, well, hey,
love
look,
the idea of I have to give you my healing potions. That was
dude,
great.
like 6 of them.
This reminds me of that Scrubs joke when he's like, I only broke one of my face bones, but he broke two of his fist bones, hand bones. Scoreboard.
All right, so look, I'm gonna go ahead and vote for destroying these eggs. Then I'm with you.
Yeah, I think we should do that because my thoughts are this dragon's probably already coming back because whatever was watching us has probably already alerted it.
And he already hates us.
Right. And so at worst, worst case scenario, we all die here, but they have 3 less dragons to torment the world with. And we're probably already going to die anyway.
Yeah.
Oh,
Especially Bumpy. Because we're going to sacrifice him. Because as we've already stated, we're faster than him, so we'll just,
Absolutely.
It's like outrunning a bear. You don't have to outrun the bear. You just have to outrun
The slowest
the
member of the
slowest
group.
member of your party.
And I accept this.
Yeah, that's true. So Bumpy, now that you're closer to Crom, Crom, if you want to roll it, like you hear it again. So if you want to, like, this is like about third time, and it's spanning like a couple of minutes that you hear these words. So if you want to roll another perception to make out where these words are coming from, you can. But Bumpy, you also hear it now, and Acer, you can make the last word of what I'm about to say, but you just hear, "Please give food." So Bumpy, you hear that. Crom, you hear it as well. And Acer, you hear just the word food. Really,
Maybe we
really.
Look, maybe we should feed this little fuckers. I don't know, man. What y'all think?
Ooh, a 20.
Yeah, we could.
Just
My
see what the
thoughts
fuck
go
happens.
to like the beach whenever you pull out a fry and there's seagulls around.
Yeah.
Or when they swarm.
All right. So I just don't know what's making this noise, man. I don't know if it's
So
something inside the egg or not.
So like Crom, you hear it again, come more forceful or anything. So you turn around, like you're turning around and looking, and this this pillar right here, it's really more of like a stalactite or stalagmite, or whichever one comes from the ground up, right? Might, thank you. Uh, and the more you look at it, like at first in your dark vision, you just thought it was like stalactite and everything. And the more you look at it with all the words, you realize that it's not really a stalagmite at all, but it's a monster that is just looking.
Oh, right.
And it's just looking
Monster
at you,
in front of
very
me.
interested, and just being like, food, give food.
That's fucking weird.
Well, I pull my glaive and go on defensive. As I let the group know that there is a critter in front of me.
Uh, okay, so wait, so you pull out your glaive, and what are you doing?
I just kind of go on the defensive.
Okay, but you're not like approaching it and attacking it.
No.
Okay, cool, awesome. Yes, you pull out your glaive and you see now, like as your glaives come out, like the stalagmite that was suddenly there, kind of like tendrils start unfurling from its body, and they come out like kind of like arms. And he has several of them. They seem pretty long, like they could reach you even from where you stand right now. And they're just moving and undulating. It is at this point that Bumpy, you definitely hear, and you can't see it, but you definitely hear like this kind of like movement across the ground. Or not across the ground, but in the room, like another entity's here, and uh, you just hear, you've heard Crom take out his glaive.
All right, man. I guess I'll have
That's
my axe and my shield out and shit.
okay. Cool. So you have your axe and your shield. Do you want to move?
No, I'm afraid to move. Frankly.
Sounds good. Okay, and Acer, what about you?
So I think I'd be able to see Crom, like from where I'm at, from a point of view perspective.
Yep.
And if
Mhm.
he's reading something, and I see Bumpy is moving to that area as well, then I would prepare also. So the two-handed sword will be out, and then I'm gonna move to this area right up here, and see if I
Okay.
can see that monster as well.
You can see it. And so, like, what looked like before, like a stalagmite from all like everything that you're looking at, you're taking in this room. You notice that it was just disguising itself and hiding. But yeah, it looks like a stalagmite, and it's pretty tall. It's a large creature, and it just has like these tentacles moving. And you're just hearing like uh, and you just hear it one more time, like kind of like out of the. It has like one eye with like a little slit in the middle, and a big mouth with like this teeth, and you hear, "Please, food, me hungry."
Crom, you're closest. Do you want to go ahead and throw out some of your rations to that thing?
No, because that would mean I would have to unarm myself, and no. Actually, I'm going to slowly retreat in a defensive stance.
Okay.
There.
Would I be able to throw some rations from my pack over that way?
From where you are, no. Crom, I see you moved 10 feet back. Is that or 5 feet back?
Yep.
Yeah, that's perfect. You see it go, and you see kind of like as you move away, like a tendril kind of like comes out. You just hear, "Please," and lets you back away, no questions asked. Uh, you can't, like, you could if you wanted to. Acer, you could get closer and, you know, give him a ration or whatever. I'm trying to find a picture of a roper, which is what this monster is, just so that y'all can see what y'all are looking at, just because I think it's so funny. Oh, come on. There it is. Okay, that's what y'all are seeing, by the way. I just put it here in the chat in Discord.
Oh God.
So it looks like a stalagmite and like all these tendrils, right? Like they were just sitting there, and then like they now have come out and they're like moving and everything, and all you just hear him say is just asking for food. Bumpy, I don't think you can see him at this moment. From where you are, yeah, you can't see him from where you are, but that is kind of like what the creature is. What would Gray do? I think Gray. Yeah, Gray's gonna look at you, Chrome, and say, "Hey, you have my back if I give him some food."
Yeah, go for it, man.
Okay, so he gets to about 15 feet away from the monster, takes out a ration, and just kind of like tosses it in front of him. Let me see, just because I think it'd be funny. Oh, nice. Okay, so he tosses this ration. I don't know why I picture of like a cafeteria, like high school cafeteria tray. I don't know why I feel like those are rations, even though that's definitely not what they are. But it lands in front of of this monster, and like as the tentacles move and everything, you just see one like dislodge and reach, and like it goes and puts it in his mouth. And you hear good. More, please.
Damn, this thing has manners.
There you go. You made you a friend.
Formation. Have. You see him look up, like his eye just turns to the roof. Me? And he repeats it. Information have me. And these things move. And he says, trade?
Absolutely.
It sounds
I'll
like
give
he
you
wants
for him.
food, and we'll get information. This is a win-win.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Okay, cool. So Greg gives him another ration, and it lands right like near the same spot. And this time you see not just one, but both like two tentacles come out and grab like the ration really quickly and like stuffs it in his mouth. And you hear again, oh, good, me happy friend. He doesn't seem hostile, but like says so he's friends. What like you? And like he moves his tentacles every time.
So he said, "Friends, what like you?"
Mm-hmm. Just above table, this thing is not very smart to start out with, and whoever wants to do a history check can get some information on this particular like monster.
I will, but my history's not very good, so other people feel free to as well.
Hey, you can always roll a 20. Oh, okay, 6.
Yeah, I could always. I'm not gonna.
Um, so he says, so as he's sitting there, he's like, bigger friend, come soon.
Hey, Ropey, how many bigger friend?
One big friend feeds tons. Food good.
Well, I'm having trouble thinking of questions to ask this rope monster, so anyone else got any ideas?
How about asking them where these eggs come from, or what comes out of them?
Ooh, yeah. So do you ask
Like
him that?
maybe they're hatching like half dragon people out of these fuckers or something.
Mm. Uh, do you ask him that?
Well, I'm not speaking because my charisma's so shitty. I'm just suggesting that.
Okay, yeah, I'll ask him that same thing.
Okay. So you ask him that same thing, and he like says, he thinks for a minute. His eye looks up at the ceiling. It looks at that little hole that y'all had found, or in that general direction. And looks back down at you, and it just bores into your eye, like your eyes. Like it looks like he's looking into your soul, and he just says, "Dragons, black,
Oh shit! So
yes."
Do
it
you
was a
And then
black
it,
half dragon.
do you care about these eggs at all? Like, if we destroy them, you could eat what's inside.
and he'll just like look at you, kind of like on his one eye, just kind of like questioningly, and says, "Me no protect."
No need to protect, only eat.
Eat?
Inside egg.
Ooh, okay, roll persuasion.
Aha! I knew I wouldn't be rolling perception.
Uh, and it just says, "Good egg." And it kind of like turns around, and you see him like move really slowly, but just kind of like rotate. And it looks at that egg behind him, and as he's looking at this, uh, like he raises a tentacle really, really high, and it just smashes it down onto the egg, and it creates like a crack at the top of the egg. At which point the it's kind of like a perfect crack at the top of the egg that just makes everything um like that whole eggshell just like crack even further and further, and like little pieces of the eggshell kind of like fall through, and you can see now through it like a child, like a small little dragon there. And as the air pours into it, you see it like take its first couple of breaths and makes it a noise of asphyxiating. And then another tentacle comes down, and another one, and rips the egg open, and it says food, and starts eating the baby dragon.
Nice.
You're welcome.
So I just kind of stand back and watch it munch away.
Yeah,
Yep.
I will
Let
stand
'em
back
have
as
the rest
well.
of them too, right?
Does he? Yeah, does he look like he'd be going for the other two?
Oh, he demolishes this egg, just like bringing things in and chewing them and chewing them and chewing them. And as soon as he finishes that egg, he turns back around, moves forward, and takes the same approach. Just goes straight up, hits the egg. You hear that noise of the dragon inside, like just asphyxiating and dying as the air comes in, and then you just hear the crackling of like the cracking of bones and the eggshell as this thing just eats it. And so that egg is gone. This egg is gone. It takes all about, I don't know, like 3 to 4 minutes per egg. And after it finishes that one, just goes on for the third one.
I think I'll start slowly backing out and say, we're going to go get you more food. You stay here.
Yeah, and he takes him and like moves really slowly. I'm assuming nobody is that close to this monster
Yeah.
when it's moving.
When he got to like the second egg, I would have moved back up here.
Okay. Crom, where would you like to be? As he goes for that third egg.
Yeah, I'm gonna here.
Yeah, that sounds great. And you'll see this third thing happen again. This time he's more overzealous. Like instead of just using the first, like the two tentacles that you've grown so used to, he grabs all four of them and just kind of like wraps them around the egg, and it starts like you can see it just putting pressure and pressure and pressure until the egg cracks, and you hear the dragon inside just like, and it just, and then it eats that last one too.
It's time to.
Suggest that we just kind of leave this area while it goes around eating all the eggs.
Yep, I think we should get out. Because now the dragon's going to be mad at the Roper, not us.
Oh.
You stay. We bring food.
Good.
Like I said, we're not going to get in trouble.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, hey, that's what the Roper chose to do. 25 persuasion. Pretty good though.
It's the one thing I'm good at. That and being deceptive.
Being perceptive.
No, deceptive.
Oh, deceptive. Okay. So we go back into this room with the altar. And as you walk in through the altar, the heads of these dragons coming out, right? You can see that the black dragon head looks a little bit more it looks a little bit different, as if it looks a little bit more special per se. You can't tell if it looks brighter, if it looks you're not sure, but the black dragon head of the altar just looks different than what it looked like before.
Oh, so it's paying attention to us.
Oh, you did identify it that it was watching us earlier. Like the whole statue.
Okay. So where to next, gentlemen?
So I remember there are two different places we haven't been. There's that mushroom room that looked like some stuff was about to blow up on us. And then just past the dragon statue, north of it, it looks like there's another room to go up into.
Yeah. Those are yeah, that's what we have. Bumpy, I'm moving you to like the room with everybody just so you're there and you can see
All right.
more of what your character can see, but but yeah, there is that so there's the room with the altar, and then like there's the passageway north, right? This way. Oh, you can do it. Maybe I can't do it. There's this passageway right here. And then if we go back and climb through the cave and climb up into Furlum's room and come around, there's the mushroom room, if you so will.
You want to go north?
Okay. So a couple of sessions ago, we had gone by this thing, and I think I remember there being like some kind of blue light or something where I could tell that it looked like those daggone mushrooms were going to like blow up on us or something.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There was a perception that there was something with those mushrooms.
Yeah, there were. So, and if we go back to the note, if somebody rewatches, if you rewatch our sessions or anything, uh I'm sorry if I get it wrong, but from what I remember, so majority of those mushrooms gave off an eerie glow of like a reddish hue. I know like the picture depicted them as different colors, but like they all radiated kind of like a reddish hue. However, through some spots, we found that there were like some purple mushrooms that radiated a more of a purplish hue, and we knew that those are those can be more dangerous to people.
Okay. Good Lord. So we just need to avoid those at all costs, right?
Yes.
Do you
Okay.
think
that
it'd
was
be
good.
feasible to like shoot them with something like a force of Eldritch Blast?
I mean, you can
Up to you.
give it a shot, man, just from really far away, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
You can always certainly try. We just had a roper eat 3 dragon eggs.
Oh, yeah?
So I'm pretty sure we can try a lot of different things.
That was nice for him because those are already pre-sous vide. Slightly hard boiled, medium boiled.
Dragon egg and cheese at Mermaid Bugs.
I'm
Sounds
digging.
excellent.
Well,
Uh,
I'd like to kind of go up these stairs to that mushroom and just kind of look around cautiously.
Yeah, go for it.
yeah, I think that's where we'll go as well. Or I'll go.
Sweet. Okay. Go ahead and roll perception if it's kind of where we are. And y'all tell me where y'all want to be.
I guess it depends on where the purple mushrooms were.
Okay, so let me make sure that I bring this up because Chrome is the one that like is looking right now. If you want to roll perception to look, I can also tell you. So Chrome, what you can see from this area is that the mushrooms are like from where you are, you can see the entrance to the cave. In the sense of let me see what you like. Yeah, so that area with the mushrooms, with the red mushroom right here, is like at the bottom of those steps where Gray went down as y'all were chasing like some of the
Goblins.
yeah, some of the goblins.
They were kobolds, I believe.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
there were kobolds.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's a dead kobold right there. I'm pulling it up just so we can see it, but there was a dead kobold there. Bumpy, are you still with us? I think I saw you like moving, and I wanted to double check that
yeah.
your internet's good.
Yeah,
Okay,
still
cool.
right here with you, bud. Yeah, it was actually
Awesome.
crazy for a minute.
Yeah, I saw it, so that's why I wanted to ask, just in case you didn't miss descriptors.
Appreciate that, man.
Of course. But yeah, you can see that at this particular moment in time, you can see one of the purple mushrooms right there with your perception, but you can't see any of the other ones. You remember, I think it was either Bumpy or you, Crom, who spotted the other ones. You had spotted after 3 from earlier.
Gotcha. Well, it looks like I see straight across another stairwell or tunnel there.
Yes. So you can see, and I know like I don't know how somebody did this map, to be honest with you. I wonder if it was supposed to look differently. I wonder if it was supposed to go under this and just continue on to the other side. That may be
Oh,
how it was
you know
supposed to
what?
work.
That may be.
That may be the thing. Okay, cool. We're gonna do that then. Just
Yeah,
kidding, guys.
So
we-
we'll just retcon the mushrooms really quick.
Well, you still know they're there. I'm not retconning that much. Just
yeah.
enough. But yeah, I think that's how I did not understand the map. And so I'm really sorry.
okay. So can we go under this?
Yes, let me move you under there. I can do that.
Yeah,
Do
because
that.
I
Sorry
tried
about
it.
that, guys.
There's a wall there. Oh, that's all right.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a wall and okay, so you're on that side. I'm just gonna move everybody to that side. And then we can like if you want to be underneath the passage, you can be.
Oh no, not at
Uh,
all.
but yeah, so this is where we are. So like this passage comes down with some steps leading a little bit up. Remember that like that Frulum's room dropped about 30 feet down. So you're going a little bit up, maybe we'll say about 10-ish feet or so. Um, and from where you are, Crom, you can see a light and you can see a lot of like hustling and bustling in that area. And you can hear like people talking, but you can't make out the words.
Gotcha.
Oh dang.
What are people wearing? I forgot to ask that question. I think we're wearing the cultist cloaks.
Yeah.
I've got that black
Cool.
cloak on that I got.
Okay. Now are you talking about the newest one from
Yeah, my
Furlam or
spellcasting one.
cool? It's not attuned yet, but you have it on. Cool.
And I'm wearing, I believe it's the special cloak with the like the dragon pauldrons on it, because one of those guards that we tricked into coming outside to help us referred to me as like Mr. Dragonclaw, which I thought was pretty cool. So
Yeah, because you did lie to them. Yes, I remember that. Cool.
I've lied to everyone.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, but Chrome, you can see from where you are, you can see about so I'm gonna move them a little bit just so you can tell kind of what it is. But they are kobolds, and you can see that there's a bunch of them here, and they're just kind of like all eating and talking and minding their own business.
Gotcha.
They don't seem to be like looking for a fight or anything, but they're just kind of, except for one. There's one sitting by himself. He looks very lonely.
Oh,
Oh,
little guy.
the outcast.
Do we are we fitting to set an ambush, y'all?
Hey, kobolds, you guys missed. You missed one of the crates out front. We need some of you to come help right now. Get off your lazy bums.
You want me
Type
to
of
do
thing.
like some kind of minor illusion to draw them in or something?
I mean, so my thoughts are we're wearing the cultist attire, and this is completely in the cultist camp. But we did get walked in on by cultists, or kobolds rather, earlier, and they somehow knew that we were not with them, and I wonder if these would also know. So maybe we just, attack surprised as best we can.
Yeah, and they're weak as fuck. You know, what I mean, they're kobolds. So, do we see any wings on any of them, bro?
Yes. Crom has from where Crom is, he can see one with wings.
Okay, so wing kobolds are a little tougher.
Probably not for a stout dwarf like yourself.
Oh, what do we do? Because I mean, we got the room to the left, and then we got more stairs to the right. So, do we want to look for a fight, or try to sneak past?
I feel like if we're, dressed in the kobold or in the cultist attire, that wouldn't really involve much sneaking because they're probably expecting people to be in these caves. If we weren't dressed in cultist attire, I would say, yeah, it's probably best to just sneak around them if we can.
Okay, so do we just want to just walk by like we're with purpose and go up the next stairs?
Yeah,
That sounds
act
good to
like you
me.
belong.
Okay, that sounds good.
That's what I'm gonna
Is
do.
everybody good with that?
Yep.
Awesome. Yeah, you make it. You perceive as you're moving, you can kind of see like some of the kobolds turn and look at you, and they're kind of like looking. They're looking at you a little weird, but they don't stop you.
Okay, well, rock on, man. I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth, you know.
Now as you're moving into this next room, everybody sees that kobold atop of the stairs except for Gray because he doesn't have dark vision. Um, but the little kobold is talking to his friends, and as you're going up another set of like 10 feet, with these stairs about 10 feet, 10 feet, give or take a couple more, you hear him yell and be like, "Why can't we just feed them from up here? I don't like being down there. Ah, I know I pulled out the short end of the straw, but why is this my job now?" And you hear another one kind of be like, "You lost. Well, you know what to do. I hope they don't take your arm." And that's kind of what you hear as you're going up the stairs.
Over the table question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do y'all want shenanigans or do y'all want to be kind of part of the decision making process?
You know what? I'm okay with you just going absolutely apeshit crazy and having your fun.
I don't want my fun to impede on you guys' fun.
It will not.
Kill them all, man. Doesn't matter.
Look, Snow White had 7 dwarf friends. If the first one dies, I got 6 more.
Are you Snow White in this scenario?
Wait. He's
No.
got
Or
7
am
more
I?
and a princess, damn it. He's got
Look,
7 more dwarves and a princess.
Yeah, look, Fernanda's Snow White. I'm the 7 dwarves. It's
Oh, I
all
thought we
me
were
and all my
talking.
different personalities.
I thought we were talking in game, and I was like, who's the princess here?
I mean, maybe it is me, friend.
That's fine. You
Yeah.
do you.
Could be precious.
So precious.
Okay, so I
He's
would
curious
walk.
about more than magic.
I would walk forward with just the ultimate authority. You know, like I absolutely
Yeah.
belong here, and I am a dragon claw, and I will not be, spoken down to. While I'm walking past this one, can I get a quick like what's going on in this room?
Yeah, so what's going on in this room is you get up to the top of the stairs, you see all 3 kobolds, you see the one right in front of you, and you see 3 more to your left. One of them is winged. And then like after that it just kind of goes down onto like a deeper cave below. And you can't really make out much of what's happening down there, except that you can hear kind of like growling happening down there. And over here to your right, you can see like a little bit steps with like a cage off protected area onto the side, so like nothing can get in and out of those steps super easily. And as you get 10 feet away from this kobold, I'm going to move you back 10 feet. So that's what you can tell at the top. And you get to the top, you can see all of that. You move those extra 5 feet, and this kobold jumps. Like he is not expecting you at all. And he's like, "Gore! Oh my god, I'm so sorry!" And he like jumps and falls, like his foot like slips from where it is and falls, and you hear him be like, "Help me! Help me!" And you hear more like growling, and you can't really tell what's happening, but you hear like and you just hear him scream.
Oh, damn, he just got eaten by something stupid.
And you see uh his buddies down there are kind of like, "Damn it!" Like like they're just pissed off that like something happened to their buddy. They're like, "Damn it! No, we're gonna have to be the ones that feed him." And the one closest to you looks and he's like, "Hey guys, dragon claws, and they all kind of like drop to their feet, like to their knees.
I'll look down at the one that fell with supreme disappointment and then utter disgust when I look at them. And I'll say,
Okay.
I don't know what this business is with straws, but we don't have time for this. I want all three of you down there feeding them right now. They're not going to stay, down in that cage if they're super hungry, so get the hell down there. You better feed them
And
good.
the one on the back, the one with wings, kind of like walks a little bit forward. It's like he has like a very deep voice. Like you don't expect this out of a kobold. He's just a very, very deep voice, and he goes like, my lord, like Mr. Dragonclaw, sir, we, we're trying to feed him, but we also were supposed to be training them, and so we decided to have them wait for a little bit until they perform the actions that they were supposed to do, but they're just not listening. So we don't know exactly. Please tell us what to do.
And with the utmost annoyance, I'll kind of repeat to them again that these things need to get fed quick. And if I have to repeat myself again, it's not going to be pretty.
Yeah, roll a what's the word? Deception with advantage.
Frulum will be most disappointed if I report back to her that this has not been done yet.
You already got advantage, man.
Okay.
Oh,
hey, adjusted 20, I think.
I'm like, which one did you roll first, though? Okay, the 2 would have been if not the advantage. That's really funny.
Oh God.
Okay, and so you see them, and they're like, "Oh, okay, yes, we will take care of it right now. No, not to worry. You don't have to. We got this. Thank you, sir." And then they kind of like stand up, do like a salute of some kind of thing. Like they all look very, very awkward, and all three of them kind of like take off. They at this point, all three of y'all see like 3 kobolds running. One of them with wings. And you've heard this entire interaction, and they kind of like run past. They grab a couple of like what looks like buckets of meat, and then you just see them kind of like go down here and start feeding these guard drakes. So they open the door, like they open a gate right here in this corner, and they like very sketchily they're kind of like moving at a distance like this, so that like the guard drakes don't kind of like bounce up, and like the guard drakes the entire time are like and moving, and they're kind of like here, please don't kill me. And as they're doing all of these, you're noticing that they're also not just feeding them, but also trying to like kind of like get them to do tricks, if you will. Like they're like, okay, little guard drake, sit. And then if they do, they give them like extra food. Like they're doing like the whole like teaching them how to do things. But that's kind of what you see.
Over the table really quick. Should we kill them all here? Like take out the
what's our
flying one
goal
first?
here in this cave? What are we trying to do?
I mean, ultimately, that is the question. In my opinion, it's kill everything and everybody in the cave.
Why didn't we kill those ones back there then? Why did we sneak past them?
That is also an excellent question. I guess to make sure that there wasn't something bigger and badder in here that would cause us trouble, like
Okay,
if we just go in and start a fight and then we're in that find out stage, then it's too late. But we're in the finding out stage right now, and then we can go back, and kill all those guys. We could go kill them right now while these guys are occupied feeding.
Okay.
You don't want to do that?
Yeah, because yeah.
Okay, I love it.
Okay.
Let's do that. So let's boogie back, and kind of the same era. Do we want to just like attack them, or do we want to interact with them first?
I I'd say it might be funnier to interact with them first.
Okay.
Okay, so at this point, Crom, you can see every kobold in here, and there are 12 kobolds in this room. The closest ones to you, so like this single one here, and the group of 3 closest to you, they seem to be a little bit more on edge, hearing, like, following the screams that came from the room above.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, Acer, you can just follow that same thing you've been going and be like, those idiots in there don't know how to feed those guard drakes.
Yeah, that's so we should like split the party, so to speak. Is that what you're thinking?
No, I was saying if you keep that same tack, then they might start heading in there and we can hit them all in the back. Oh, you mean split their party, not split our party?
Right, like
Yeah, I'm
3 or
trying to
4
split
of them
their
go in
party.
there.
That way we can fight a small group at a time. Hopefully.
Okay. Yeah. And so same attitude, just the air of utter annoyance. You know, all these kobolds are inept, and I'm really upset with them.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll walk in, and I'll just point out to 3 of the. Let's see, how many are in here? There's quite a bit in here, right?
Yeah, 12 of them.
Yeah, there's 12.
I'll point to 2 of the winged ones, and 2 of the not winged ones.
Okay.
And good.
These guys have not noticed you. They're all like the guys at the front, like these guys closest to you, the group of 3 to your left and the 1 to your right. They've noticed you, and they're kind of like minding their own business. These guys. So what you can tell of this room is this is like the sleeping quarters for the kobolds, where they eat, they share their meals, they do whatever. And so like the closest ones to you have noticed you mainly because they were already on edge with the group that like the screams that came from the room above. But the guys behind are kind of like just looking at each other in conversation. They haven't paid attention to you just yet.
So can I get their attention, like you 2 there, and then you 2 here, something like that? Go into that other room and help feed those drakes. Because the others in there are incompetent, like something along those lines.
Well, like I'm trying to figure out how you're getting their attention, but yeah.
He's going in and he's yelling at the top of his goddamn lungs.
Like I'm very
Okay.
like drill sergeant-esque, you know?
Okay, and you're just pointing at them?
Yeah, I want to point to the 2 closest winged ones, and then I guess the
Mhm.
2 closest non-winged ones.
Yeah, and I just stand there with just like a menacing growl on my face.
Cool. Go ahead. Roll for deception with
Intimidation.
advantage.
It'd be
Yeah,
more
you'll both
intimidation.
can have
Isn't
it. Yeah, intimidation.
I've got
I think yours would be
deception.
intimidation. I think Wes's would be deception because he's lying. Cool. So 10, 20. Yeah. So you stand like this, like very intimidating, Crom, and you're kind of like being very serious, and like a fly starts kind of like flying around you, and you're just kind of like, and it kind of like takes away for a little bit from your intimidation, but then you like get really serious, really angry again. And while all of that is happening, the drill master, sergeant master Acer is like, hey, you two, and you two, go over there. You're gonna those guys don't know how to feed these guard drakes. I need you to figure this shit out. And the guys are kind of like the winged ones. They roll their eyes, but they start making their way. And the 2 closest to you start making their way with no complaints. Well, they start making their way just back there.
Hey, give me 1 second. I'm sorry.
Yeah. How long would we say? So we were here. Nice.
So how did they react to me coming in and being commanding?
These guys seem a little bit more chill than the guys above. They are not. One of them is not tripping and falling onto a hole. They seem more exasperated than anything else, but like they are absolutely following rules without questioning.
Okay. So looking at the
Um,
map now, it looks
you can
like
also do like an insight if you want to get more of like that's just like basic, right? Like basic knowledge of like what you can see with that insight. Yeah, like you can tell that this is like they were all hanging out and having like a break, and like while they're too scared of you or people wearing like the armor that you're wearing, they are not like they're not going to disagree with you because they fear you, but they are like this. This is our off time. Like, why are you here? Kind of situation.
okay.
But they are scared of you still. You know when you have a terrible boss and you're afraid of them because they can like fire you, but like you're gonna do what they say, but like you don't like him, like that kind of
Right.
situation.
So I'll nod for Bumpy. And is Gray with us in the room, or is he back there?
Yeah, no, he would have gotten a little bit closer
So I'll,
because he needs to be at least 20 feet away from somebody to shoot him. So.
I would nod for Bumpy and Gray to like stay there, and I would want Crom to come with me, and we're just gonna be like, looking around, kind of doing a just a quick inspection. And my goal is to be. I'm gonna move my character. Like right here with Crom next to me. That's my end goal. And
Okay.
like looking around and stuff and making sure that everything's okay on the up and up, making sure nobody in here's doing anything stupid because these kobolds are stupid and I hate them. That kind of ambiance.
Yeah, these are their quarters though. Like they're
Yeah.
not gonna be clean or anything. But yeah, you can get there. They're not
Yeah.
stopping you.
All right, Crom, come next to me. Follow me.
Okay. But before you do whatever you're gonna do, Bumpy, is there anything you want to do?
No, I'm gonna take
You're just staying there.
their lead, man. Yeah, I'm just gonna be still. I'm afraid I'm gonna fuck it up.
Cool. Crom, what about you? Are you just following and you're good?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, Acer, take it away.
So we've already gotten 4 of them out of this room, right?
Yes, and then these 3 guys, like as you're walking by, like they're kind of like eating back there, and they're kind of like the winged one is kind of using his winged shoulder, like to shut down your vision from his food, and the other ones are like they're all kind of like awkwardly eating now, looking at you, but thinking you're gonna take their food.
Okay, so over the table, you guys wanted shenanigans, right?
Absolutely, let's fucking do
Bring
it.
it
man.
on.
So I'll come up to the winged one, and what is something that grunts would get in trouble for? Messy quarters. You already said it's messy.
Well, how about dirty or broken weapons? Like, if your weapon is messed up, you'll get beat faster than if you have something dirty.
I'm assuming that there are weapons strewn about in these quarters as well, Matthias.
There's a couple, but yeah.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Do a perception check. Oh man, I should stick to my guns. Yeah, there's a couple. You found a couple of swords and like a couple of short swords on the back. Nothing
So
fancy.
I would pick up like some of the
Spear,
short
maybe.
swords, or yeah, I'd pick up one of the spears, and I would like
Okay.
examine it with disgust, and I would say, "This weapon is not in fighting order. This is an abomination. This is atrocious. This is the worst maintained weapon I've ever seen." And I'll drop it, and I'll pull out my 2-handed sword. I'll say, "Now this is a great weapon. This is a great 2-handed sword. A 2-handed great sword, you might say. It's sparkly, it's shiny, it's clean, and as I'm saying that, like, it's kind of giving a faint, like misty, steamy, dark aura glow. And as I get done saying that, I want to bring it down into the winged kobold, like as hard as I can, like split him in half as possible. And on the finish of the downstroke, I'll say, this is what a clean weapon should look like. And if you all don't want the same, you'll start cleaning your weapons immediately. Like something like that, or maybe
Okay.
do you see what a clean weapon looks like, and like shove it through his face or something? Like,
Okay.
now do you see?
So a couple of things. Go ahead and roll for an attack with advantage. DC 13 against the kobold.
This is probably going to say the time splitting greatsword, but it should just do the normal.
You
roll.
just want to do the extra. That's fine.
Yeah. We'll just assume for now it's the regular other greatsword because I haven't attuned to it. Like I haven't done my
Yeah,
thing.
that's fine. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Character.
Yeah, go ahead and roll damage.
Oh no. Does it not do damage? Oh, I think I clicked out of it. I'm so dumb. Sorry. I'm not used to the QOL thing. Is there a way to re-roll that damage?
I don't know. It's a good idea.
Okay. I'm just going to queue up the attack again. Oh, wait.
Yeah, just queue up the attack. Well, no, it's a 22.
No. It says I can complete previous because I exited out of it. There we go.
Okay.
That's nice. Wait, what?
I rerolled your damage. That's really
okay.
funny.
It rerolled the attack. Yeah.
The attack.
The
okay, yeah, it hit. Cool. Okay, yeah. I don't hardcore abide by this, by the way, but what is your alignment? Like, I just want to know.
What is my alignment? That is a good question.
I know. I was like, I don't really abide from by alignments that are hardcore. I just wanted to double check.
I think so. It's the kind of way that I want to play the character is like I want him to do good overall, but
right,
that doesn't necessarily mean because just over the table, he's a warlock with a hexblade, patron, whatever it's called. Patron. Thank you.
So that'd be like a chaotic neutral because you can go either way.
Yeah, I guess so. Just in my previous experience, chaotic neutral has been a lot more wild and not necessarily focused on trying to do good. And from my experience as both a player and I guess as the character of Acer, kobolds are neutrally aligned or evilly aligned, right?
Evil, yeah.
And so in my mind, like, this is not unjustified.
Like I said, I don't care. Like, I was just wondering, like, these kobolds are like, but you're right. Like, yeah, man, you bring your sword like straight down. So you show him that you bring your sword straight down, just like, and it chops off like this kobold like in half. And he's there, and then you just see him like and falls apart. His food falls over everywhere, and the kobolds closest to him jump back. They jump back, and everybody's like alert, and they're like, "Oh my lord! Oh, I'm so sorry! No, we did not mean this! Oh, please forgive us!" And they're all on the ground, just like they don't even have weapons. Their food has gone everywhere. It's all over the beds, over all the crazy stuff that's like happening here. And they're like all on the ground. The one right there that was by you, Bumpy, like jumps out of his skin basically and just kind of like moves behind like these boxes and everything as best as he can. And he's like, and all of them, every single one of them in just fear. They're like, please don't kill us, please. We don't want to die. We just were promised like shiny things and greatness, please.
So over the table,
Okay.
I feel really bad. I don't like that.
We'll send them all to feed the drakes. Just send them all in there.
But we're gonna kill all of them, right?
Maybe all of them together can kill the drakes.
And then we turn on them then? I feel like it's better. Like, we've already split their party. We might as well take these out now.
Well, here's the bottom line. Greenest got attacked and overrun and burnt to the ground by a bunch of kobolds and dragon cultists.
Oh, that's a good point.
Right? That's these guys. It's simple as they want to act now. That's our future if we let them stick around. You know what I mean?
That is a good point.
So they want to act like they're not going to pay for their past sins, and they are, you know.
Well, then I need something snappy to say to initiate a combat, or if we want to do.
Man, send them all to finish feeding. Tell them the ambush drakes can't be trained; they have to be eliminated. Go put them down.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'll say.
Awesome.
And when y'all get back, you're gonna clean your weapons, something like that.
I fucking love that.
Roll for an ooh.
Like we just came.
Roll for deception with disadvantage. Nice.
Look at that.
Good lord.
You can do much better than that.
Yeah, thank you. That was great. Okay, awesome. So you see, like, you kill these guys, and they're all like on the ground, like, please kill us, please, no. And then you say those things, and they're like, but Master Froom, she said that we were supposed to train those. Now we have to kill him. And then they kind of like look at each other and they bunch up, and like you just hear them fighting amongst each other, and they're like, no, but like at least Froom will do. We go, we kill the guards, and then we run away. We just run away. We never saw these guys. Yes. At least we survived. And they're all like kind of arguing, and they start taking off.
Cool.
How closely do y'all follow behind?
Oh, not like I'm gonna stay pretty far behind, like at least 60 feet, so that I can make sure they get all munched on.
Yeah.
Okay. But like, are y'all following them to go into that room to see what's happening?
Yep, just staying 60 feet back.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
Okay. So like 60 feet is about back there from the last one.
Awesome.
Is that how back? Cool.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So from where y'all are, you really like you can hear them talking, you can hear them saying something and moving and everything, and they're kind of like, and that's kind of what you're hearing. And then you see them all mobilize.
So as they mobilize, I would come to about right here.
Oh God, is there no easy place to put all of these? Okay, cool. Okay. Now in this room, they have all grabbed weapons. They have spears, daggers, short swords.
So like, is there like a? Tell me what's happening here. Like, are we gonna have to do a fate combat scenario?
Mm-hmm. It's depending on how y'all do this. But I am showing you kind of where they all are at this moment. Okay, cool. All right. So you see them all mobilize, and then you hear them all grab weapons. You hear like the shing, shing, shing from people grabbing weapons and everything. And you hear them conversating and talking and everything. And they go down the stair. They open the cage. They go down the stairs. They close the cage. And then you just see them I'm trying to figure out. Please hold.
And then, whenever you're ready, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Do any of these kobolds have ranged weapons, or are they all melee weapons?
From where they are, they're just doing melee. There were no bows or arrows or anything. So hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And guys,
There.
are you all with me, or are y'all still back in the back?
No, I'm at the stairs
Yeah, I moved
Yeah.
up a little
down,
bit.
down in the pit.
Oh, you're there? Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna let you have to fly solo, man. So once I saw you guys down there, I kind of followed.
Well, my thought
Uh,
is, if we decide if things go south, there's only so many that can come up the stairs at a time.
I agree.
Sure.
Chokehold. So okay, yeah. So I'll start moving up with you now that you've made that point.
Yeah, and I'll turn just quickly while we're all kind of passing each other, and I'll say aim for the flying ones first.
I love that.
do you say that out loud or just to them?
Like just to us, just barely above a
Okay.
whisper, to where
Cool.
only our team can
So
hear.
as y'all are doing all these things, you see them all kind of like go down there and move very carefully and everything, and then suddenly like they all just can grab their weapons and they start just hitting the hell out of these guard drakes. So the first time like everybody grabs their weapons and they pull out swords and spears and different things and they just like stab them, and you hear like the monster just rear like and then they start just fighting. And so
So as
there
that
is
happens,
Mhm.
I think I would like to Eldritch Blast one of the winged ones, like just immediately after the fray starts, so that, the confusion is maximized. There's a lot of swords going places. These kobolds are not trying to get
Now,
eaten.
yes, your Eldritch Blast will like. How smart are they?
Like, oops,
It may pull.
I tried to
It
help,
may
I
pull
missed.
aggro. It may pull aggro your direction, but I mean, I don't know what else to tell you about that.
I mean, at this point, are we fine with that? Like, we're fine with fighting all these things, right, guys?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Man.
well, like I said, if you guys can take care of the flyers, I can take care of the runners that'll come upstairs because there'll only be a couple at a time.
Okay, I'm done. Hit whoever you want to hit, Wes.
Oh, and you can go. Oops, I was aiming for the Drake. Sorry, didn't mean to get that one.
So 7 damage and then 6 damage.
Does that 15 hit, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
For 5 points of damage.
Okay, give me 5 points.
Yeah. I've got the one targeted.
Okay. Thank you. Hang on 1 second, guys. In case this changes into something else, I'm trying to keep this up as best as we can. All right. So the kobolds attack. And you hear like the monsters rear and move and everything, and then they unleash, and these are untrained guard drakes, and they start just tearing these kobolds apart. I mean, like it's a bite. It's a what is that doing? Oh god, no. What did I do? Oh, I messed this up. My bad.
What do you mean?
My screen just went white, and I don't know if it was because I pressed the wrong button or because it froze. It just froze. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Nothing happened to mine, so.
Cool, awesome. Yeah, my problem was that I had a lot of things happening, but you see these monsters just like kind of like snap and bite and use their tails to attack, and almost every single hit just demolishes another kobold, and they just start dropping like flies. You go ahead and blast you blast one, and they kind of like turn around, and as they're all turning around, these things are just unleashing hell onto them.
All right, bro. So
Uh,
check this. Can I go lock this goddamn gate then?
you absolutely can.
I'm gonna lock it just as tight as I can get it and back myself back up, man.
Are you using anything to like lock the like the key? There's a key in it, but like there's a key, but it's not on the ring. Like somebody took it down with them. Like, are you using anything to like kind of like
Oh, so you're telling me
block it? If that
there's
makes sense.
okay, so there's not a lock on there for me to lock.
Uh, you could use it like anything to lock it in place, like one of the weapons above, if that's what you want to do. There's just not like there's no key in the key ring for you to turn. I guess that's what I meant. I'm sorry.
That's okay, man. Well, no, I'm just gonna close it then, and the first thing that tries to open it, I'll just fire at them.
Okay,
Or
cool. Yeah.
maybe I'll just start firing at them now. Fuck it, I'll just start. Who looks like they're winning? The ambush drakes or the kobolds, buddy?
Oh, the ambush strikes for
Okay,
sure.
I'm gonna start firing at the ambush drakes with my crossbow then, man.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna start deleting kobolds that are dead. How about that? So you'll
That
know
sounds
what's
fucking
happening.
amazing.
Okay.
Boom, boom,
And
boom,
at
boom,
my next
boom,
available opportunity,
boom.
I'll start firing at ambush tricks as well.
Okay, the kobolds go. This time it's 3 of them. So please give me a second.
Yeah, no sweat, bro.
Go ahead and shoot, Wes. Bumpy, you can go ahead and shoot as long as you target. Like, I think we should be fine. Okay, you're hitting the guard drake. You hit Bumpy.
Okay.
And then you also hit Acer.
7 points of damage on my end.
Cool.
Okay. I don't have the option right now to do damage. Let me see here. No, there it goes. It popped up. Okay.
Yeah, we're trying
Awesome.
out the new quality of life modules, so it should be auto rolling and auto prompting for damage.
Oh,
And
that's cool.
I think
If
it
it
also
Mhm.
auto prompts for a save, right?
it
if it requires
should
it.
maybe.
Let's kick ass.
Yeah. We'll see how it turns out though. I'm not 100% sure.
Okay. Well, that's pretty
Uh,
cool.
okay, Gray also shot at one of the drakes. I'll reveal his
Random.
rolls so everybody can see it. Okay. Okay, now the drakes go. Man, when the drakes go, they basically just kill a kobold every time. So I don't even know. Dead, 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 dead. All right, next round. Kobolds will go first. There. This guy, he'll move in his turn. Okay. Okay, everybody gets to do the round of attacks if you want.
Cool.
Whew. Hits. Hits. Fly. Fly. We'll do Gray real quick. He'll use another one. Normal. Hits. Normal. Oh, I'll just put like destruction music.
I forgot it.
I was gonna say, I don't know. Is there anything that just like does destruction? Um. Okay. I'll apply that. We'll display grays real quick too. So here's gray. Okay. Awesome. So then drop. Drop. Okay. And these Oop. And the drakes start moving closer to the gate, and one of them puts both his spells and slams them across the door. Like the gate is like it kind of opens on their way and it closes towards them, so they just smack on it and it doesn't open or anything. So we get one like another round for them to try and another round of attack if y'all want to.
So I'll do another Eldritch Blast.
So would yeah,
Go for it.
Yeah, I'll let him hit, and I'll fire as soon as like right after he does, just to see if he kills this fucker.
Okay.
Does a 13 hit?
It's not.
Okay. Then I'll attack.
Yeah, so you see, like, you charge your energy, like, after all this carnage has happened and you've seen all of these, you kind of, like, charge your energy and you shoot it. And this time, ooh, crit! The guard Drake kind of is paying attention to you now, and you shoot and he kind of, like, dodges out of the way. But in dodging, it distracts the other, and it exposes one of them, like, especially their left flank. And, man, like, this one was the one that was the least damaged. But he takes like a massive crossbow, like kind of like in the ribs, and it's just like limping a little bit at this point. I'll do Grace attack real quick. Ooh, natural 1. No, nothing happens. Thanks. And it is at this point that the other one, like, this time the Drake who just pushed the gate out, like who tried opening the door, like kind of like it starts looking around and everything, and manages to put like its paw kind of like with the claws kind of like in between the grate, and like it starts pulling. Just like luckily, just kind of got there. Like, have you seen how cats attempt to attack like doors in multiple ways? Like they push, they pull. Like this guy did that. Like he pushed, didn't work. And so he's kind of like trying to pull and manages to hook one of his claws into it and manages to wrench this door open.
Is it at this point that I look to my left and see an ambush trick there and I go, clever girl?
And so this one is going to go here. And then it's going to go, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Crom. It's gonna move closest to you just because that's like how its movement works.
Yep.
However, I'm assuming that you would have readied an action, so if you want to take your reaction to hit him first, you get that.
Yep.
Life.
Eesh.
Oh. Yeah, the 10 does not hit.
Yeah, it's fine.
But it's gonna try and take a bite out of you. Man, and it just kind of like as it's dodging your glaive, it kind of like tries to take a bite of you, and you move back and you kind of like check it to make sure that it doesn't hit at you. But it doesn't hit you. And with that attack, it does get a second attack, so tail. And so like you check his mouth for the bite, and then it spins around really quicker than you were expected. And it spins around and it catches you with that tail, and it catches you like in the shoulder, and it causes 6 points of damage.
Okay. That's 6 points to me, right?
And then yes. And then the next one, and I know we're kind of like we could have done something else, but this is kind of how we're going.
I mean, we could always roll for initiative
yes,
whenever. If that's what
Eh,
you're wanting to do.
at this point, I was thinking about it, but I think I'm okay without it now. And you see this guard, one of the guard drakes that can't really get to the door because the other two were there. It just gets frustrated and angry, and it takes off, and it goes 1, 2. Come on, 1, 2, and it springs. And this is like a 10-foot gap, and it just springs as high as it can. It kind of like lands with its claws up there at front in between Gray and Bumpy, and it just pulls itself all the way up. And now it is here. But that was its action to get all the way up there. Guys, everybody gets a turn now.
All right. Who wants to go first, man?
I guess I will, since I have been. I'll. Which one of these was shot by the crossbow bolt? I think it's not the one I'm still targeting.
The one in between Gray and Bumpy's the one that got shot pretty bad.
Okay, and then what about the one that's at the very top? Is that one? How does that one look? Does he look?
Out of the
haggard?
3, they're all looking kind of haggard. The one with the crossbow bolt, even though it got hit really bad with a crossbow bolt and it rocked him, he still looks the best. The other 2 look about the same, but like less healthy than the one between Bumpy and Gray. How about that?
Okay, then I will come here and do a great sword attack on that one.
Okay.
Nice.
Hits.
22 hits, I'm assuming.
AC is 14, so
I think I just double clicked accidentally.
yeah. Mhm. It's just a regular attack, but
Yeah, I don't know why. I think my mouse double clicked. So just go with the first one.
Ooh, yeah, that's a heavy attack.
Nice.
Yeah, man. And you kind of like you take off, you grab your two-handed greatsword, and as this thing is like pulling itself up, it manages to get to the top. You can see all the effort it did to get all the way here, and it looks up at you, and you just cleave, and your blade goes like kind of like cracking all of the scales, and it's left like fleshy wound, and it's bleeding, but it's not dead, but it did damage.
Nice.
Oh, I don't see. Are you here?
Do what?
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I was not seeing. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. I saw something and I didn't know if I didn't see your name and I was like, where's he at? Okay. Crom, either you or Bumpy get to go next.
I'll take a swing.
Oh, go for it.
Oh, nice.
Sweet.
Natural 20. Hell
Excellent.
yeah. Go for it. Damn. Whew. Yeah, so this guy, like this thing, like after it hits you with your tail, you get really frustrated, and you spin around your glaive on top, and you swing it all the way down, and you hit the guard drake, and at first, it kind of like it seems like you haven't done anything to it, and then he's about to growl, and as you see his face open for the growl, it also opens sideways, and it just kind of like splits, and no sound comes out, and it drops dead.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Rawr.
Yep.
Excellent.
Bumpy.
Alright. I will two-handed swing at this ambush drake. Well, and I will miss with that swing against that ambush drake.
It sadly does miss. Yes. Sorry about that.
I'll roll
Gray is
it.
gonna attempt to hit the ambush drake with He's gonna drop his short bow or crossbow, hand crossbow, and he's gonna use his short swords. So let's see how he does. Oh, hey, Bumpy, roll
Yeah?
one more time because you're flanking with Gray, so you would have advantage.
Oh, well, damn. Weren't you quite the gentleman?
So please go ahead and do that. Uh,
Okay, same result, but I appreciate it.
well, 13 doesn't do it, but
Yeah.
I did. I almost forgot. So
Well, I appreciate that, man.
okay, so then Gray is gonna roll, and he's gonna hit again. This time we're also gonna do sneak attack because it just helps. Okay, and so Bumpy, you grab your. Is it a two-handed great axe?
Battle axe.
Battle axe. So you grab your battle axe and you try to hit this guard drake, and you move it. You swing it once, and it kind of like rears up, dodging your attacks. And as it's reared up and like his belly is exposed, Grace sweeps in and goes and like stabs him deep and cuts a little bit, and this thing just drops dead.
Oh, that's awesome. Well done, Gray.
Oh no, it was a group effect. It was a group attack for like a team effort.
Oh, hell yeah.
And then you see the last guard drake just come up. It's gonna try and attack Bumpy because it's the closest one there. So he's gonna try and take a bite out of you.
Take a bite out of crime.
Attack. He rolled a 19, which misses Bumpy's incredible 20.
Well, to be fair,
Well-
let me be fair with you. I was two-handing the axe, so I didn't have the shield up.
Oh.
But I will
I
cast
see.
shield to raise my AC by 5 and cause them to miss.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah. Awesome. So now your
Call me if I
AC
can
is
see there, you know.
yeah, no, I appreciate it. So your AC is currently 23, right?
Correct.
Okay, awesome. So uh hold on, delete. So then it's gonna try and hit you with his tail. And it is not gonna hit at all. Like it rolls even lower than that. So yeah, it tries to hit you, spin, like it tries to bite, and as the bite comes in, it gets closer and closer than you would like. And as like it's about to start snatching, you kind of like raise your hand, and a magical force of the weave just kind of gets in front of it, and his claw ends about an inch from your shoulder, and it like moves away and spins around trying to hit you, and that tail again hits that magical force, and nothing happens to you.
Yeah, it's the Uno reverse card right there.
That's right. And it's y'all's turn, so go for it.
So we'll do all one big group attack to just finally kill the guard drake.
So we could put ourselves in a position to flank him twice. So like if the two of us I'm sorry, me and
Rum?
Mike, if we move behind him, then these two other guys can get flanking.
So
It's
like
true.
you guys move
Oops,
like
not
right
there,
here?
but like
Wait.
here.
yeah.
And then if you move next to me, those other two guys can get flanking also.
Well, so like Crom goes to your left, and then Greg can come to my right, and then that way we have
Yep.
a diagonal and straight.
Exactly like that, yes sir. And I'll one-handed attack and pull my shield up.
I'm gonna let everybody roll their attacks however you want to do it, and then apply damage. And if he's still alive after that, I'll do with a 20. Holy shit! Oh my god,
Oh my god!
that's funny.
Damn.
I have
Oh,
triple advantage. I rolled a 4, a 4, and a 1.
God dang it.
How is
All
that
right,
even possible?
Crom, you did damage too. So yeah. Oh my god, y'all did wonderful. Yeah. So after this thing is like attacking and everything, and it misses both of its attacks. Bumpy, you kind of like move around using your great like your axe in a two-handed at first before you pull out your shield, and you kind of like corral it so it like everybody can maneuver and get around him, and everybody just pounces on it and like demolishes it.
Oh yeah.
It is at this particular moment, that everybody in this cave hears a massive growl come through the cave from where y'all have come from.
I think Mommy's back, and she found the Roper face first in the eggs.
Yeah, is it time for us to run?
I think there's still parts of the cave we haven't discovered yet, but
Well, like, you want to run deeper into the cave
yeah.
and hopes that maybe she can't get through here?
So that was one of the things that I will say. Some of these places, like the dragon can't get through. So
Yeah, that's what
like
I'm
it
hoping
could,
for.
yeah. So wherever y'all want to go, like that's cool with me.
Well, like, looking at the map that we have it and that we decided on, the only entrance from that area to where we are is that 30-foot drop with the rope in Frulum's room.
That you know of.
Oh God, yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
point.
exactly. Yeah.
Well, then that begs the question: if we run further into the cave, are we running into an area where that dragon could potentially get to us?
Well, I don't know the answer to that question. From what we can visibly see right now, no, because it looks like the path's pretty thin. But who's to say there's not another entrance somewhere?
Well, I guess if that's the case, we can always run the other way to the other entrance.
Yeah, if we
And-
like dash,
Like, I don't think this dragon's going to be able to. If we can come back here, for example, like, these tunnels are going to be too big for it to come through. I say, yeah, let's go further into the cave.
kick ass. All right, well,
Okay.
Crom, is that
So
good
where are
with
we
you?
going?
further in, I suppose.
Yep. Wait, which way is further in? Is that further in, or is this further in?
I know that's
Don't know.
So this way with me?
Is there anything down there? I thought that was just the holding area, like a pin.
Well, I don't know, man. I'll go down over there real quick and see if there's anything else.
Well, like, Matthias, do we see where that would drop off, or is it too dark, or like, can we tell
like
that
I
it's
mean, you can go in there and
enclosed
like there's
pin?
walls around. So you can see like it does like from where Bumpy is. Yeah, there is no exit. Like this is where the room ends. From where Bumpy is.
Looks like it ends, guys.
Prior to this area, like y'all couldn't tell, or prior Bumpy
Okay.
going there, y'all couldn't tell, and you'll hear another growl, like, and it sounds like a growl of like pain and anger and suffering that comes through the cave, and it rings for a couple of seconds, like maybe like 20, 30 seconds, and then it's gone.
Okay.
Now, whatever y'all want to do in those 20, 30 seconds, we can absolutely roleplay that. I'm just letting you
Okay.
know if y'all are not moving, that's what happens.
All right, y'all. So look, after I see that this is empty in here, I'm gonna sprint like full speed back towards y'all.
Yeah, and I've
Okay.
moved this way to look and see what's over here.
And I'm moving
Okay,
as fast
so
as I
from
can
where
do
you
with
are, so Crom, from where you are, like back, like behind, like what would be behind your character, right? Or like behind your character if you're just looking at your token, right? Like that looks just a trash chute where like all the trash to this place was making it. Like there's broken crates, broken chairs, there's like leftovers, bones, and everything that wasn't used, boots that look too old, armors that are dented and destroyed. Like all of that is on that back wall.
Gotcha.
For everything. It looks like it was just like it even smells like shit. So but yeah, that's what you can see there.
All right. So is there more to investigate, or should we head out, gentlemen?
Well, there's this path
There's
over here to my right.
Yeah, let's
You
go
wanna
that
try to
way.
head
one
down there?
investigate it.
Let's do it.
Cool.
Okay, so in this room, this is like the temperature of the cave drops significantly. It like while the rest of the cave was cold, this is almost freezing cold. Like they're on like the 25, a little bit lower, and there's meats hanging from all over the place. The stalagmites are all connected with chains. There's meats hanging of different carcass. Some of them are a little bit more cut. Some of them are not. Like they're like this is kind of where they just kept all the food in the cave. And because of the natural coldness of this place, it just keeps a little bit. It keeps much better.
So we should go down there and check it out. I mean, I think it's just like a meat cold storage area, but
That's what it
Like
looks
a
like.
meat licker.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I didn't know any better, I'd say this was for the roper, huh? How about that?
Well, good, the kobolds and stuff too.
speaking of, none of these stalagmites look like they might have stringy arms, do they?
They don't. No.
Yeah, or a mouth.
No. Gray has opened its entire the entire light source right now because he was always kind of hanging back. But none of these look with stringy arms, heads, eyes, or mouth.
Outstanding.
So then, over the table, is this is that basically it of this cave, and we're good to get out, or what do you guys think?
You know, the only part I don't remember. No, never mind. We already snuck past all this. Yeah, I think we need to get the fuck out of here. Like,
'Cause-
unless we want to go back and fight a dragon, but we all need a long rest before we can fight a dragon.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
for sure.
that sounds great.
I was about to
Is-
say, please don't fight a dragon.
Yeah,
I love y'all. I love your characters way too much for y'all to fight this dragon right now. How about
you,
that?
that's what I was thinking too. I just don't feel like we're third fucking level. Like, we're not really.
Right.
Yeah,
We don't have giant ballistas to help us this time.
Hell no.
that's true. Okay, guys. So with that, I'm about to start switching the scenes and everything because that's honestly the end of the cave.
Okay, killer.
Okay, cool.
I'm not gonna give y'all. I mean, unless y'all want to fight some mushrooms or anything, but I didn't figure y'all would want to do that.
No, not so much.
No.
Awesome. Okay. Hang on 1 second, please. I promise I'm doing something, and we'll get to just 1 minute. Oh. That will work. Come on. Thank you. Okay. Okay, and so with that, you'll walk past the cave and manage to dodge out of like the path of these mushrooms that were there with the different colors and everything. And when you make it back to the cave, as you walk outside of the cave, you can look at the top of the mountain that was like the cave was encrusted in this mountain, and out of the Hold on, let me change the music. I don't know what I'm going to change it for, but it sounds like we're about to get in a massive fight, and that's not what I'm looking for right this second. Just do this one for now. Okay, so you get to the top of the cave, and do y'all remember what the opening to the cave looked like, right? Or do y'all want to see it?
I remember.
So.
Well, yeah, I remember, but
Okay, so as you're looking at the top of the cave and the entrance, you look up, and there's something coming off of the side of this mountain that is just eroding the earth. Like it's like greenish liquid that is just coming, and it's eating through rocks and different things. You see a lot of like flames and destruction coming out of what you can now see is that hole to like that subterranean cave that y'all have where you found the eggs. But that is what you're seeing, like coming down the side of the mountain. Like there's it's like kind of like there's basically acid just pouring down and eating away like rocks and rubble and whatever is coming that way. It's not like an eruption of volcanic acid. It's just like kind of like there was acid, like a big collection of acid somewhere, and it's just kind of like spewing down. But it's not coming your way. It's nothing dangerous for y'all. It's just to tell you kind of what you see.
We now have multiple
Do y'all want to
dragons,
keep going down the path?
oh, sorry, what was that?
Do y'all want to
Yeah.
continue going down back to the cave?
Yeah, like the entrance
Go for
or the camp entrance is what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So we just got to the entrance, but hold on. Bumpy said that they have multiple dragons. Crom, you were going to say something for that.
I was just saying, just get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to start another scene real quick. I'm going to activate it. And then I'm going to put your characters. Okay. Oh, that's kind of cool. I don't know what that is, but that looks cool. Oh, I know what this is. Okay, awesome. So you make it back to the camp, where y'all had seen like all these people and things from this cult. And as you make it through, your first impression about this camp on the bright daylight is that they have left like a couple of hours ago. Like by now it is almost mid-afternoon, if not later. Mid-afternoon, sorry. It's about like that 3 o'clock time, and they had left bright and early as they had said they were. Many of the there's a lot of heavy foot traffic. You can see like the carts that had made it through all the way in this path going up to collect all that hoard, and then going down the path to go outside of the camp. All the people have left. The people who remained, as you're coming into this area, you see bodies on the ground. Some of them have arms that have been chewed down to the bone. Some of them, their faces have a hole where all you can see is just bone. You can see the same on their chest, heads, and everything, as if something flew above head and just let acid come through. Some of the farther parts away of the camp, where like the mess hall was, it's up in flames, as if something happened and caught on fire and it just blew up. What do y'all choose to do?
Oh, so
It's
can
like-
we hear or see or smell that dragon anywhere?
Roll perception. Crom?
Yeah, I was just about to say, it looks like something just came through here and just ravaged the area.
Okay. If you want to roll perception to look for the dragon, you can also do that.
I don't see shit.
It's a nice day.
So Acer and Crom, as y'all are looking around, like the fire and destruction and the bodies being mutilated and burned thoroughly through acid, kind of like keep pulling your eyes towards that area, and you really miss out on the sky. You can tell about like these beautiful bodies that are destroyed in the ground. Bumpy, in your case, you kind of start looking up, and as you're seeing into the distance, really far, you can see what you assume is a dragon that now looks like a massive speck with black wings flying away.
Oh, flying away. That's fucking amazing. That's excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Can I tell about what direction he's flying, bro?
Yeah, he seems to be flying. Can I give you that later? Because I need to look at a map, and I don't want to. I'm making a note to myself just to tell you which direction he's. Wait, no, I can tell you right now. Sorry, I know where the map goes. It is going northwest. There we go. So if you look at the bottom,
kid.
Yes,
Okay, cool.
exactly right.
Sorry, it's the best I've got on
Yes.
short notice, gentlemen.
Oh no, it was great. It was lovely. Okay, that's what you see.
All right, I'm gonna
What do
tell
y'all-
them, hey, look, it looks like that dragon's flying away, man. I think we were supposed to go to Baragost. It's supposed to be east to Candlekeep. I think that's where we're supposed to be headed to meet up with Leosin.
El Turel was the place.
Oh, damn. So what? Man, my bad, dog.
Yeah, Baragost is where they had like a map drawn of the tradeway, and that it connects up with the coastal way, I believe.
Yeah, with that
Yes.
tradeway, yeah.
But yeah, we're supposed to go meet Anthar and hand him this little harp and
Yeah, there
pin
it
symbol
is,
thing
yeah.
he gave me.
Anthar and Elturel.
Correct. Okay. As y'all are kind of like walking down, Gray separates from the group a little bit, and there's a tent. One of the tents, the one that the black half dragon was in that you saw Frulum walk out of before she got her butt kind of chewed out. Side note, I rewatched the video where you called Frulum a district manager, and it cracked me the fuck up, by the way.
I appreciate that.
That was so funny. I had forgotten that we called her a district manager, and it cracked me up.
Assistant to the district manager.
You know that makes
Yeah,
Lanzarote
exactly.
assistant to the district manager.
Oh, that's fine.
Right. Right. So Gray goes in there and he says, "Hey guys, let's investigate this place. Maybe there are some clues or some notes about what's happened. Now
I love
that
it.
like there's nobody covering this area."
That's an outstanding idea.
All right, let's do it.
For me.
Would that be perception, you said? Or investigation?
It would probably be more investigation. In this particular situation, it's more investigation because you're looking at this smaller area, looking for clues, notes, papers, or something.
Okay.
Okay. Sweet. Okay, so with those rolls, in the tent of the leaders, you don't find anything special. You don't find any more armors or notes or symbols or anything like that. Not on this one. What you do find is a note on beautiful handwriting, and the note is addressed to Frulum, and it says, "Frulum, keep." I need to give you the name of somebody, and I don't want to get this wrong. I have no clue how to say this name, by the way. So I'm going to put it on the chat, and we're all going to agree what the name is, and then I will pronounce it after that. I think that's the name.
I think it's probably Ahmadinejad.
Man, I wish that was it. It would be like it would be
Appreciate that,
so
Mike.
much easier. Okay. That's the name. So I'm guessing it's Voragamenthar.
That sounds like a great pronunciation to me.
Okay. So this note says Frulum. Voragamenthar. Okay. I don't know. I didn't come up with these names. I would have called him Paul. Trust me.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, so the notes say Furlem, Borgamanther is coming will be coming to check on the dragon eggs. Please make sure that they're kept safe. As this is a very important part of our agreement. As discussed before, I will be moving onto the swamps where the frog people are. I have more dealings with Borgamanther to deal in his turf. These were just these eggs were just an offer, a gift that we were giving him. I will see you soon. Don't fail me. And at the very bottom is like the symbol of, which we've seen it before, right? But it looks like 5 dragon claws of different colors drawn around. And like it's not colored in, but you can see it is drawn in. And there's a kind of like a PS in there, and it says PS S, like PS, and it says colon, and it says S period. Is looking for new recruits and more worm speakers, and worm as in like WYRM. So it's looking for new recruits and more worm speakers. This could be your chance to make something better of yourself. Prove me right as to why I hired you to work with me. And that's it.
Recruits and worm seekers.
Worm speakers.
Oh, speakers. Okay, worm speakers.
Yeah,
Okay,
sorry. I'm putting
okay,
it on.
man.
I'm putting it on the chat.
Oh, sweet man. Thanks, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Got you. And it said, were there some initials you said, bro?
Yeah, so it said PS S. He's looking.
Oh, S.
So it just said S. Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
It just said it like that.
Got you, bro.
Well, that seems like a job well done.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Yeah. So with that being said, are we wanting? Where are we wanting to go from this place? Do we want to go to El Terrell directly, or are we wanting to go to Greenest, or where are we wanting to go?
I'm
It's
not sure
like,
there's anything for us in Greenest, right, gentlemen?
Yeah, I kind of agree. I think we should go to El Terrell and find Onthar. That's probably where Leosin went, and we can probably like come up with next steps there based on the information we have with this note and with the talk earlier of the frog people. I think this is the second time they're being mentioned, so like maybe Leosin and Onthar know something more.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I mean, I know. Okay. So let me see if I can find if I need to put another map on somewhere, or if I've already given y'all an idea of where we're going.
is there any like abandoned horses around here?
No, you don't see any abandoned horses, not in this place. Okay, so there's a map on Discord. There's a map that has Greenest with a red arrow. If you go to like the D&D channel, let me know if y'all can see it. I can also like pin it or something.
Yep, I think we've got it.
Yeah, can you see? Like, does everybody see the map that I'm talking about in the D&D channel, like for messages? If you scroll up past, yeah, it's past the Hakuna Matata. It means no worries gif.
I don't see anything.
Okay, so
Um,
I see the map that has the
oh,
arrow pointing the greenest.
hmm So if you're looking at that map, and then hold on, which channel are you on the text channels, Mike?
Oh, okay, I see it from July 2nd.
Yeah. Yes, correct. Okay, so if you'll look where greenest is, if you look straight up north, that's where El Terrell is.
Oh, just north of. Oh, I see. Yeah,
Uh,
north of greenest. Yeah.
Yeah, it's on
right,
the Chantar
right
River.
now, yes, yes. Right now, we are by the reaching woods in those mountains, by kind of like where they like in the mountains past the reaching woods, where
Oh, okay.
like
Yeah.
at that town like Bear Dusk or something that's like there. It would be about like that area, maybe a little bit higher. Um, so here's here's my plan. Uh, my plan would be to do a couple of things. End this session a little bit early because like this is like that's all that we have for now. Pick up where it's been a week and y'all have gotten to El Terrell in that time, and
Okay.
everybody gets to level up.
So hypothetically, within a week's time, we would have
Yes.
several long rests.
Yes.
So I could store my spell slots inside of my cloak over and over,
Absolutely.
and then okay, kick ass. That's awesome. Yeah, that's what the fuck I'm gonna
Yep.
do.
Yeah, absolutely. So, uh, but I think that is kind of what my plan is. Is are y'all okay and comfortable with this plan if we just call the session finished here, and then I will keep Foundry running tonight, and then like I'll have it running over the next couple of days. But like my plan is to get everybody to level 4 before next Wednesday when we play again.
I was just about to ask when XP is going to be doled out.
So I was doing I was planning on doing the milestone so that's a little bit easier and we're not number crunching for little ones.
Gotcha.
Um I'm thinking yeah, I think that so with everything y'all have done, we're going up 2 levels.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
dang.
So we're going out to level 5.
Man, that's
Wow.
killer, bro.
Yeah, it's because the so getting to the camp and all of the camp interactions was supposed to be one section of this adventure with a massive like milestone and everything. And then I mean following the module, which is kind of what we're playing, right? Like the idea of the module is the players leave and then they come back for the cave later at a different time. We just kind of rolled into it. So
Gotcha.
it made no sense for me to say like you get to level up today even though you haven't gotten a long rest and you haven't done all these things, right? Like it didn't make sense to stop and do that. But the cave was another part of the module, so I think everybody gets 2 level up. So we go up to level 5.
Well, hot dog.
So I think that makes a lot more sense to me.
Hell yeah.
That sounds excellent.
So so yeah, that is where we're gonna pick up. So we'll pick up with from El Terrell starting out next week, and everybody's level 5. And if you need help leveling up, please let me know. We will make Foundry and do whatever we need to do to make sure that we level up correctly. You do get at level 4, everybody gets a ability score improvement or a feat. You can choose whatever you want.
Does
So,
that mean I can have 3
um,
feet and move a little? Does that increase my movement speed? If I have 3 feet?
If you
Yes.
pick
No.
the right foot, it could.
Okay, you got it.
Yeah, that is true.
Hell
Because
It
yeah.
there
is
are
very, very
feet that
true.
increase your movement.
Yeah, I'm changing my name from Bumpy to Tripod.
That's funny.
Hell yeah.
At that point, wouldn't you just
Yeah.
be trippy?
I love it. That is a.
And I will
trippy
say
thing to
that
say.
if you're doing your long rests for your character, I would do multiple because it only like a long rest only gives you one hit die back, apparently. So I would do like 2 or 3 so that you get all of your hit die back.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
I'm testing it out with Gray, so
I can't wait till I'm level 6.
Oh, does something amazing happen?
Yeah, with the Path of the Giant, I get Elemental Cleaver. When you enter your rage, you can choose one weapon type that you're holding and infuse it with one of the following damage types: Acid, Cold, Fire, Thunder, or Lightning. While you wield the infused weapon during your rage, the weapon's damage type changes to the chosen type. It deals an extra 1d6 damage of the chosen type when it hits, and it gains the thrown property with a normal range of 20 feet and a long range of 60. If you throw the weapon, it reappears in your hand the instant after it hits or misses the target.
Damn.
Wow.
pretty cool.
damn.
And while raging and holding the infused weapon, you can use a bonus action to change the infused weapon's current damage type to another one from the damage type options above.
Damn, that's awesome, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, I can't wait till I'm 6.
Well, it'll be one level after this one, so
Yeah, exactly. Kill the dragon. Give me 5 more levels.
I assume that we attune with no problems to all of our items.
yes. Yeah, you can attune to all of your items. You can in the case of Anth for your coat, you get to store your like there is no easy way to keep up with what you've stored. So I was just gonna add it to the description of the item or something, just to, and we can talk about how to do that better.
Oh yeah,
What's-
We
This
could add it
one, I
in the
think-
group loot, like of the
Yeah.
journal section.
No, I'm talking about like his cloak specifically because he
yeah,
gets
yeah.
to. Yeah, I'm talking about because it like the.
Yeah, I've only got
Go
first
ahead,
level
Ains. Sorry,
spells
we
anyway.
interrupted you. You're just putting first level spells.
Well, I've only got first level spells, so that's all I can do.
Gotcha.
So yeah,
Well,
just 3
you
first-level
have
spells.
an extra 3 first level spells,
I just
and
killed 6 fucking times.
as you, yeah, and as your so your coat, you'll see that as you store your spells into it, like the like the outer edges, like the rim of your cloak, basically, like it's like magical stitching just comes out and it's blue and it just stitches all the way around really quickly, and like so you can put 3 spell slots, right? So like per spell slot, a third of the cloak fills out. So like you get like you put your first spell slot in there and it just goes like a third of the way blue, 2/3 of the way blue, 3/3 of the way blue.
Oh dang, that's pretty cool.
So
Yeah, I can get behind that. That's cool.
but yeah,
What's the website?
so that's your spell.
The 5D5E or what is
Next to in your equipment, right next to the weapons that I created for you, there's like a little symbol of a sun, and it says attunement required. Don't forget to push that so that everybody gets that weapon attuned to themselves.
A little sun, huh?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. That not what it looks like, or maybe?
Yeah.
Yours will be on equipment by the Cloak of Spells, Anth.
Yeah.
If you look all the way to the right on your equipment on the Cloak of Spells,
yeah, I see
it's like a
that.
little sun, and it says attunement required. Yep.
Yeah, got you. Awesome.
Yep.
Thank you. And I'll unequip the
Of
cloak
course.
first, then. Okay, sweet. Yeah, that's super.
Sweet.
Man.
Of course.
Excellent. Well,
Awesome, guys. Well, that's all I have
Hey.
for right now.
really quick, just
Van,
to double
Go ahead.
check. So I've still got inspiration from this thing, from these sessions, and I haven't used it. I'm assuming that stays, or does that go
From
away
rolling a
after?
1?
Yeah, from rolling multiple ones, probably.
No, it stays. It
Okay.
stays.
I just didn't. I keep kind of
No,
forgetting about it, and I don't want to bring it out like 3 sessions from now and be like, "Oh yeah, I just re-roll because I can." And you're like, "Where'd that come from?" Oh, that
Yeah.
came from 3 months ago
I
when
know
we
you
played.
have it.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, guys, before we let out, like everybody, gets to finish the night, thank y'all so much for joining, for playing. Y'all are wonderful. Like, I hope y'all are enjoying this tons.
Oh, absolutely, man.
Because
Oh,
I
yeah,
could
I'm
not do
glad.
any of these without y'all. So.
Yeah, it's been insanely cool. I appreciate you guys.
Good.
Appreciate all y'all.
Yeah, guys, it's
Yeah.
been great.
Yeah, having a ton of fun, guys.
I am so looking forward to next
Good.
session when we're
Well-
level 5.
Nice thing at level 5, I now have 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think we all will. Except for
Oh
Gray.
yeah. No, it's just gonna get. Yeah, Gary doesn't get them. He gets just sneak attack stuff.
Well,
but,
yeah, your sneak attack is really
But guys,
strong enough.
again, right, it goes up. So, and also, before I forget, so the thank you, and then the other part is I know that the new player's handbook is coming out soon.
In 6 days.
I may. Right, it comes out in 6 days. I may incorporate a couple of things from that, from the new player's handbook onto our sessions. I haven't made up my mind on it, but if y'all have any thoughts, any ideas on it, please let me know. I think I was going to start with weapon mastery to begin with, where like so that martial classes get like a little bit of extra things depending on the weapon you're using.
Okay.
So, and I know that's free on D&D Beyond to look at the weapon mastery, or they keep saying it's free. I don't know, but if y'all are interested in that, let me know. Because I think that would make it, especially since we have a little bit of a melee group, a little bit going. I think it'd be kind of cool to incorporate.
That's cool.
Sounds good.
We just have to keep in mind that enemies
Awesome.
might also
All right,
get it,
guys. Well,
right?
thank y'all so much.
Thank you.
That is true.
We have to be careful with that. But yeah, thanks, guys. This is awesome.
Yeah, having a blast.
Awesome. Thank y'all so much, and y'all have a great night.
Thanks,
Hey,
y'all
you
Bye,
too.
too,
guys.
brother.